Good evening. Welcome to my MS Canvas journal. I'm going to start by being a little bit serious this time. I'm going to start by talking about what MS actually is. It's a autoimmune disease that your immune system decides that your nervous system, for some reason, is wrong, is something it doesn't need, or something that is bad to your body. So your immune system decides to attack it. And specifically they call it CNS demyelination, in which my central nervous system is starting to lose the coding around it, which helps direct its nerve signals. So my brain's telling it to do things, and my nervous system doesn't know how to communicate it properly. Our medicinal system, doctors don't really know how to treat most autoimmune diseases. Their first thing to do is suppress the immune system, so it stops attacking my nervous system. They've dosed me on this drug called Avonex. It's an interferon. It's a weekly intramuscular injection. I take a very long needle and I stick it into my thigh and I inject this medicine. From there, I start to experience weakness, soreness, vertigo, nausea, loss of appetite, chills, fever, most symptoms that you would normally experience during a flu on a weekly basis. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in October, about 8 months back almost. And I was diagnosed when pretty much my left arm was useless. Woke up one morning and couldn't use it at all. It was completely numb. Started with the fingertips and progressively got worse to my toes, to my leg. Almost, if I would have waited any longer, I would have got to the whole left side of my body. Couldn't work. Very well respected person in my field of work, and I wasn't able to continue working, which I'm back to now, so I'm very thankful for what I am. I'm not complaining. I'm happy. I'm very, very blessed in comparison to some suffering from those in this same disease. So my experience is nothing like others, and I will stress that fact throughout this entire journal, that this is my experience and my story and my own personal means of relief, and my own documentation. Other than that, there's some good things about this Avonex stuff. It is suppressing the immune system to stop it from attacking myself, so it has prevented any relapse so far. I was a little scared this morning when I did my first documentary. I mentioned that my fingers were burning after that little smoke sesh. Went away, but it seems to be fine. Just, any little thing that pops up, you tend to, is this a relapse, or am I going to be paralyzed today? Am I going to have to go to the hospital and get pumped full of steroids until I can use parts of my body again? You never know what's going to go on. It's quite scary. I will honestly say I can't go 10 minutes without thinking about having multiple sclerosis, or it's constantly haunting you on the back of your mind. Hey, this is there. This is going to happen. This is what's going on. But with the Avonex, they say it's the best way to prevent any relapse. I am not a huge fan of it myself. The doctors say it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, but I don't think this is the answer. It's a drug that I would rather do without in some aspects, but I'm going to continue it for the time being as we research further. I'm also stating that we're currently researching and looking into other hospitals for this disease as well. So, today was one of the downer days. Like I said, experiencing burning in my fingertips. And there was a couple of times today where I was walking through the transit and train going to work, and I was wondering if my legs might just give out, like they just wouldn't support my weight, because my legs were really weak at a couple of times, and my feet hurt. And it's just strange symptoms, and you don't know whether they're the MS or they're symptoms of therapy, what they may be, but I document them. Tonight, we're going to end the day with another smoke session to end my cannabis journal. I had a friend give me some sympathy buds. Looks like the strand was, they call Blackberry Kush, which is the black, the blueberry, and the Boa Kush. Got a nice scent, very fruity flavor. And of course, we have a few dabs of the hash oil that comes from an amazing supplier and friend of mine, a couple states over. So, that's what I have to say this evening about multiple sclerosis and my experience with it, and I will say that I do find much relief in the herbal supplements that I am using. I've always said that, it's not these synthetic protein-based drugs, these chemotherapy-like drugs that they want to suppress my immune system or other people's immune systems with, because they really don't know the answer. If you ask me, the answer is God's gift. Plants, fruits, veggies, maintaining a healthy vegetarian diet, and keeping a natural and organic feel with everything you can possibly do is going to be our real fruits and medicines. God gave us the answer to all our illnesses. It's not synthetic anything. It's fruits, veggies, and plants. They're everywhere. You just gotta utilize them and use them the right way. So, got a little bit of the Blackberry Kush packed up already. Tried out these beelines. It's this hemp wick from one of our smoke shops. Seems to help the flavor. Definitely one of the tastier strands I've had lately. It's an indica dominant hybrid, which is what I usually use. Sativas are only one of my favorites, but we'll say that taking this medicine is a lot more enjoyable than taking the interferon intermuscular injection, whether it's in a pen or it's in a syringe or whatever. There's no way you can enter the muscle and not be sore. It's going to be painful for a couple days. Goes away pretty quick, but it's no fun either way. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you're smoking. How is this medicine?" It's a strange way of delivering medication. And yes, it's only one of the ways that it will be talking about in this journal. I will be mentioning the use of edibles as well as vaporizers. And oil pipes are as well. There's a lot more out there, so have an open mind. I'll let that soak in for a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna do one dab before I leave you guys with this evening. It's almost midnight and I have to get to bed. So, I hope you guys learned a little something this evening. And I wish you all the best. May God bless. Thank you for watching.